What up, gang? Tagamac here. So, welcome to a cave without a name, because apparently it was so beautiful they decided not to name it. Or at least that's the story. There was a naming competition, and some kid was like, I think it's too beautiful to name. And they were like, Timmy, that's swell. And then they didn't name it. Or they named it a cave without a name. Anyway. So, it was actually pretty fucking gorgeous, gotta be honest. Walking around here with Papa Joe was just a super awesome experience. Not only above ground where they had the Juniper Grove, which has its own video on the channel because it's like 38 minutes long, but it seriously was a magical, awesome experience. So definitely worth checking that out after you've watched this, if you haven't seen it yet. But the Cave Without a Name was just gorgeous. I haven't done a lot of spelunking in my days, but it's got pretty much everything there is to offer in terms of visually that you might get in a cave. All the kinds of structures, stalactites, stalagmites, I can't think of all the rest of them right now, but they're all there. You know what I mean? So this is a really cool cave to check out. If you're ever in the San Antonio area, this is just north of San Antonio in Boerne. And worth checking out. They have a campground, so if you have a camper, you can come up. If you're a Harvest Host member, you can stay for a night or two for free. Or if you're not a Harvest Host member, they do have fairly average pricing as the RV parks in Texas go. So, but we got Papa Joe playing some flute down there. The acoustics were awesome. That'll be coming up in just a minute. Definitely worth checking out and stopping by. Look at all that bacon. Bacon. But it really was just a gorgeous cave. There were a couple of bats down there. It wasn't like a huge population. I'm sure there might be deeper in the caves, but where we were, there was only a couple. I guess all right, so the history of this cave is that before Prohibition, it might have been used as a stash spot, but people didn't go that deep into the cave. Basically, they were going just down to the bottom of the staircase that they've built. And then they were like, oh, hey, Prohibition happened, and they were like, oh, hey, this would be a perfect place to distill some whiskey or whatever and make some moonshine. And so that's what they did. And during Prohibition, there was a moonshine operation going on in there. So then it kind of just wasn't really much of anything. People kind of forgot about it for a while. And then I think somebody just went down and some kids went down to explore. And they were like, wow, this is really cool. And they started getting more attention. And then people started. So somebody bought it and basically made the stairwell down. But they filled in so much of the floor. So these guys are working to clean out all that fill to restore the cave to its natural flooring. But because they wanted it for tourism and stuff like that, but the previous people who managed it or whatever just kind of filled this floor in. But I mean, it's pretty cool So definitely worth checking out A Cave Without a Name if you're ever in the area. But now, here's some Papa Joe. Yeah.
All right, so this big pile of boulders here all used to be up in the ceiling, and it's collapsed. You can see this one here rolled over on its way to the floor because it's got stalactites pointing up with stalagmites growing next to them. And this happened so long ago that the leaning tower burned here. It's going on top of it. So again, I think we're safe. And this one over here is really beautiful too. If you want a really good picture of this one, you can stand over there by the wall. Just be careful on the slippery stuff. And I'll answer questions while you're taking pictures. Field off that direction.
But people have done that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And upstream this direction, the cave's been explored and mapped for well over 2 miles beyond here.
Wow.
This is the 7th longest cave in Texas, 5.7 kilometers, which is like 3.5 miles. And there's probably still a lot more to find in here. And to give you an idea of how high the water gets in here, here's the high water.
Yeah.
From the 2002 flood, it rained 25 inches in 3 days.
Wow.
And then in '07, it rained a lot too, and here's some of the high water.
But that's pretty sweet because it means it didn't flood up there, right? Like most of it just came right down here?
Oh no, it flooded.
Oh, really?
25 inches in 3 days is a lot of rain.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, the two big man-made lakes near here both overflowed.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
And
Well,
Medina
not that,
Lake,
not the flooding, but this is awesome.
Medina Lake got so close to going over the top of the dam that they evacuated everybody downstream from it.
Wow.
They weren't sure it was going to
I was in Mammoth Cave in the 70s. I wonder how that is nowadays.
Oh, it's a national park, so it's probably about the same. Just more rules.
More rules, right? That was the thing when I was in England, went to the Stonehenge. In 1980, you could walk up to the
Right,
stone.
you can't do that anymore.
You cannot, right? And pretty much every other place I've been to lately has not been the same way it was when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Hey gang, so this is the part of the episode where I tell you about TaskerPaymentGateways.com. So, the last time I explained a bit of an overall of what they do, help you accept credit cards for certain products online that are difficult to sell online because a lot of e-commerce platforms prohibit their sales. So, what Tasker Payment Gateways does is they match you with a good merchant account that is specifically going to be written for your product so that you can easily sell it online. Then Tasker Payment Gateways matches you up with a payment gateway, which allows you to process that credit card transaction into your merchant account. So for free, you, the merchant, get matched up with a merchant account and a payment gateway, and Tasker Payment Gateways will even help you integrate that with a platform that by default doesn't necessarily allow the type of product that you're selling. So Tasker Payment Gateways helps you get from, gee, I'm not really sure how to sell this product online, to, wow, now I can accept credit cards for this product, and it's so much simpler to sell this product to the target demographic that I'm trying to reach. So go to TaskerPaymentGateways.com if you're interested in selling head shop items like pipes, bongs, grinders, and rolling paper and other head shop accessories, or items like tactical items, survival gear, knives, MRE meals, or FFL to FFL transfers. There's a lot of other products that fall into this category, so go to TaskerPaymentGateways.com to learn more. Come on.
You ready?
Yeah.
Come on. Is it open?
Nope. I'm coming though. Yes, so I guess yes. What's this? Does this suck? Is it cold and gross? Kitten jumping on the grass. 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 Jumping on the grass. on the grass. Boom, 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 kitten jumping on the grass. Boom, 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 kitten jumping on the grass. Boom, 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 boom. Bounce, 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 jumping on the grass. Bounce, 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 boom, bounce, 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 boom, bounce, 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 boom, bounce, kitten jumping on the grass. Bounce, 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 boom, bounce, 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 boom, bounce. Boom, 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 kitten jumping on the grass.